Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and Darkness. The episode I'm going to be doing of Bob Ross, and it's not the same. I'm changing it up, but I'll get to that. I'm doing Twin Falls, which is a pretty simple painting, very tranquil painting, but I wanted to do something that was just visually stimulating. And the way I chose to do that is by basically sectioning off 4 areas of the painting where it's going to be a different season. I just punched my painting. It's going to be a different season in each quadrant. So this will be winter, spring, summer, fall, if I can remember, because I wanted it to start chilly and end basically fall when things are dying for winter, instead of starting with what would be easier to just do a bunch of twigs and stuff and then go to winter. It really doesn't matter, but so yeah, I'm gonna be doing Twin Falls, but in basically it's gonna be a year of the same landscape, I guess you'd say. I've done something like this. I think it was called 2 seasons, or yeah, 2 seasons, where I did part of it was just normal, kind of like Twin Falls, and then the other part was winter. So it's pretty simple, but this one is going to be a bit more of a challenge because it's going to be winter, spring, summer, fall. So each one's going to have different colors. Each one's going to have varying landscape differences because, of course, of the season. So in addition to painting each one, I have to, one, be mindful that I have like a 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch of space to do it, and I don't want to bleed on over into the next season. So there's a few things that are going to make this very difficult. Whether I can do it or not, I don't know, but I'm going to give it a shot. Also, there is a reason why you are able to see, the masking tape. This is masking. I usually never use masking tape on my paintings just because they don't stick. But the thing that sticks even less than masking tape is contact paper, which Bob used to use all the time. I don't know what contact paper he used to use, but whatever he used to use stuck to that thing like glue and tore off like toilet tissue. Jesus, toilet paper. I would love to know what Bob uses. I use some crap from Lowe's, I think. It's a huge roll for like $10, and it's like, a roll that I got like a year ago, I still have a ton of, but it doesn't stick. And I've had issues in the past where I do like an oval and I'm painting and like parts of it are folding and crumbling and there's paint going underneath it. It's just a mess. So I did, I took some contact paper. I actually took an envelope, like just a normal envelope, and I sectioned off, I traced out the quadrants, and it wouldn't stick, so I put not contact paper, I put masking tape over the contact paper, not really over it, but like just a little bit over it, so it stuck over. Anyway, there's masking tape on the contact paper to make sure that it stays, and this is an 16 by 20 on its side. 16 by 20 is what I normally use, and because each season I want it to speak for itself. Normally, like I say all the time, I use liquid white, but I don't want the colors to be diluted in this one, so I used liquid clear, which again I normally don't do, but because I plan on covering the whole damn canvas with paint, it's not really going to make any difference. Like I said, normally liquid clear dries and leaves a really enamel nastiness behind. I won't have that issue here. But while I'm blabbering on, which is probably 5 minutes on now, I tend to ramble, I will show every color that I'm using. It's pretty much every color that I have, minus mountain mixture, because thankfully I'm not painting mountains. I like to mix it up. So without further ado, let me make the sky. So again, with winter, I'm going to have a bit more gray, bluish hues. So gray. For winter, spring, I'm going to have blue. Summer, I'm going to have like maybe yellow, red, something like that, warm colors. And then fall, I'm going to have I don't know what. I have to see. I have no idea how I'm gonna approach this, but I guess we'll figure it out as we go along. You know. Okay. Okay. So this is gonna be very, very interesting. In fact, let me just do a little bit of black. Maybe that'll give me the white I need. Not the white, the gray. Some white and a little bit of blue. Not a whole lot. I want it to be more to the black side. A little bit more. I don't want it to be too black. I just want a gray. And again, one of the reasons this is going to be so difficult is because like there's trees and bushes and a river or a creek, and it's like every single part of it has to be identical in terms of the landscape, but in terms of the season, like this is going to have ice, this is going to have vegetation, this one's going to be hotter, and this one's going to be just everything dying. So just keeping that in context, you know. It's going to be an interesting challenge. I mean, see this? Like, yeah, it's like, if I didn't have the masking tape on there, this contact paper would be all over the place. I'm just hoping the columns here at least leave behind spaces so that the columns themselves remain once the paint or the tape is gone. Just for my personal reference, I actually have the episode paused up here on my TV so I can kind of have and I got a commercial. Jesus, YouTube. I don't want to look at 60 seconds of your commercials. Go away. Thank you. Alright. Actually, yeah, let's go down a little bit more. Just in case. There we go. There we go. So that's winter. Spring. Let's do more blue. Let's do some phthalo. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, let's clean the brush. I normally always forget to put my splash guard out. I don't think Bob Ross ever had a splash guard, but I do. Because I'm messy. Far, far messier than the Bob. You know what? I mixed that with white and blue. Let's do this with blue. No, I'll do crimson in a minute. I don't want it too mixed up. This is winter, spring. Okay. Winter, spring, summer. Before I do, let me just a little itty bitty teensy weensy bit of red, because red can just take over in a heartbeat. So this was red and Midnight Black and Thalo Blue. This is Thalo Blue, and it's a teensy bit of crimson. Okay, and then so winter, spring, summer. So summer, I want a told you this was gonna be a hell of an experiment. So every time I build closer to the foreground, I'm changing every aspect of every single one of these quadrants. So it's certainly going to be fun. Winter, spring, summer. So I want this to be yellow. I already got yellow over on this side, but I can probably just blend that out. Yeah, gone. Winter, spring, summer. What else would be in the... What color? I don't want red. I've already got red. Summer. I'm going to put some yellow ochre. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. It's perfect. Winter, spring, summer, fall. So fall, I have no idea. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Fall would be on my floor. What would fall be? What would fall be? I'm gonna do red. Let's do bright red. Just a tad bit, because this can get way too bright. Good enough for me. I haven't figured out yet whether I want the clouds to be the same over them all, just different skies, or I want these to be puffy and these, I don't want it to be too abstract is the only problem. Because if I put puffy clouds here, then a few clouds here, and they're all different directions, different angles, it looks like freaking weird. I don't know. But I do know that let's get the bigger one. Okay. I forgot what kind of clouds Bob makes. He just makes a bunch of. So that's what we're gonna do. He doesn't use the same brush, but that's what we're gonna do. There we go, that's gonna be perfect. Okay, we'll just do that across the board. Okay, across the board. Make sure this is no! This is why, yeah. So basically I was doing this, and this stupid brush went right into my blue and made a big old streak across half the painting. But that's okay. I've had this happen many, many, many times. It's not fun, but it happens. Because one of the things that sucks about cleaning this brush is that the blender brush really soaks up that paint thinner. Alright. Not a big deal. Sucks, but not a big deal. We can do... We still got this. We still got this. There we go. When a mistake happens, make it work in your favor. Okay. I won't be needing that much sky, but I'm just going to go a little bit down. Okay. And this one I'm just going to blend. There we go. Okay. Let me get my cloud straight again. Keep my palette away this time. Okay. Alright, we good. Now, we're done with the sky. Let's see what Bob does with the background. He's still making clouds. We're done with that. He's making like a lavender, soft lavender background. Maybe mine's a little bit too harsh. Let me light that up a bit. It's a bit darker. And put some, I don't think he put green in it, but put some green in it. Yeah, I think he did. Put some brown in it 1 minute. Right now he's just going over it with highlights. So before I continue doing the hills that he's doing, I'm just going to, actually, you know what? Yeah, well, this will be fine. I was gonna use the fan brush, but we're gonna do basically yellow hues for the summer. we're going to do a fan brush. Sometimes a 1-inch brush just likes to glop things on there. There we are. Yes. Some bright yellows. Spring would be more cool. Fall, of course, would be more yellow, or more yellow ochre. Spring would be reds. Bright reds. Sap, Dyke Brown, Midnight Black. This is focused on painting. He's doing a bunch of highlights, but I'm still gotta stick to my seasons. So winter would of course be just icicle-y up here and just also, if you're painting along with me, one of the things that you want to keep in, which is what I'm mentally keeping in mind, but I want to say it out loud just in case you're following with me, is make sure you get the edges, these edges right here, because once you peel away, you want this, you want there to be borders to each of your seasons, so it's not just condensed within. You want the whole thing as if each is its own individual painting, which essentially this is 4 paintings in one, but who's counting? Alright, so that's winter, spring, fill out the land a bit more. Just before I get to the highlights, I'm gonna mess with the let's clean my palette real quick. Make sure it's on my painting. before I get to that, let me highlight. Now let's paint the waterfall. I'm getting paint everywhere. Alright, so he's got some trees over here, but since that would be my fall, the trees wouldn't have a whole bunch of shape to them. They'd be dying, so let me Okay, it's colorful just the way it is. I was wanting to do more icy stuff, but there's no water in the ice. I mean, I could bring it over, but there's no point. It's good the way it is. Before I say thank you for joining me, I think this is the defining moment, isn't it? Like I said, I taped the hell out of this thing. I got all corners taped up to make sure this thing wasn't going to escape on me. Let me just lift up the corners here so I can get my reveal on. Okay, here we go. If I can do this right without destroying the damn thing. Alright, make sure this isn't blurry. Here we go. Put this in here. I just had this up. See, masking tape. Oh. There we go. Thank you, masking tape. Screw it. Since my easel wants to be a pain in the butt and the masking tape wants to fall off now. Voila. And that's it. I can't put it back up because this thing is wait, there we go. Now it wants to work. Cute. C'est la vie. Well, you know what? That was really nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright guys, I want to thank you for joining me. And until next time, blessed be.